They would come up to me and like say mean things, you fat, you gay, you're going to hell. I was from the Christian people. It's many different things that I've been through for how I look and how I express myself.
I've gotten asked if I have a penis. I've gotten asked multiple very derogatory statements like that. I've been called a faggot. I've been called a dyke. I think it's kind of funny when they call me a faggot, because I mean, if they're going to insult me, at least call me a dyke, because that's the correct terminology.
Here at high school, it's just been here or there, being called fag as I walk by, being pushed around with my sophomore year, because that's when I entered at La Mirada High. And when I got here, my sophomore year, I noticed that I have to be more strong. I have to be more fierce, I guess you can say. So when I walk down the hallways, I would strut, not just walk, and I would have a mean look on my face, and people would be like, "Why do you look so mad?" And it's just like, because people have made me mad. People have made me angry, so I can't just be my happy-go-lucky self all the time. I have to protect myself.
For most of the teachers, pretty well. For a few, not so much. We know not to go and ask them for help, because they might just not want to help us, or they're too busy right now. They'll try to pass it off. But there are some teachers here who would stick up for us and help write a report on someone that needs to be disciplined.
There are literally a handful that I can count off by one hand, so like probably about 5.
Who are supportive or not supportive?
Who are supportive. We can go up to those 5 teachers and we can talk to them and we can confide in them. If we do get bullied, then they will try to tell us how we can solve it and how we can just either just look away or what we can say back, you know, to drive back. The other teachers, they will just be like, "Oh, I don't have time. I'm kind of busy right now. I don't want to hear about this," or whatever, or "That's your own problem."
The teachers, as far as the teachers are concerned, I find it 50-50, honestly. There's some teachers that are incredibly supportive. A lot of teachers that'll go out and they'll, you know, I'm not going to say they go out and stand up for you, but they'll at least, they're willing to come to the GSA, they're willing to listen. Our advisor, Miss Jan, is incredibly supportive. She is one of the teachers I know for sure, if you say something like "that's so gay," you get thrown out of her class, which I think in every classroom that should happen. And I've had other years where I've had teachers where one incident, I was sitting in a class and there was a boy about 2 seats in front of me, and the classroom's dead silent. We're doing some, individual work. And he starts teasing this boy, and he was a junior and this boy was a freshman, so he's smaller, and he was calling him a fag. He was just really picking at him. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, how many times have people called me a dyke and called me a fag, and how many times would I want somebody to come up and stand up for me? And that was one of the points that I realized, I need to stand up for myself, and I need to stand up for other people if they're not willing to do it.
Look who it is. No one holding your hand today, is there?
I'll hold your hand.